What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 4. Last time, we finished up aboard the Gargantua-class ship. We had to take down the barrier, but we were also able to recruit back Sharon and George. Sharon is resting aboard right now, and George is off trying to help find us some information so he can be useful. Thankfully, Angelica was able to stop him from killing himself. He actually pulled out a gun and tried to shoot himself in the head. Obviously, it's something George was struggling with for a while. But there's no time for resting. After we talk to everyone on the ship, we're going to make our way over to the shrine over in Hamel, or the sanctuary, and get ready to face off against the Jaeger King and his associates for the second rivalry. The first one since Crow. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's start by talking to everybody. I was hoping George would come with us again, but it looks like that's not going to happen. I wouldn't hold my breath. The prince may have forgiven George, but he's still having trouble forgiving himself. He and Crow are a lot alike in that way, although it's probably the only thing they have in common. Right, Reen? Yeah, George has always held himself to a high standard. I think it's a little inconsiderate of him to leave Toa in the dark like this, though. Definitely. Next time I see George, I'm going to give him a real piece of my mind. While we're at it, I think Crow deserves to be raked over the coals a little, too. Sorry, Crow, you're on your own for this one. Man! What a pal, right? Oh, so you can cut out this operation completely. That's pretty cool, but I haven't been sitting idle myself. Take a look at this macro I've been working on. Oh, jeez, we got macros now. Ooh, nice. I think we can use this. I never would have thought something like this. You're so creative, Alphen. Thank you. I still can't compete with you when it comes to processing speed, though. Hi, Elise, Princess Alphen. You two sure are dedicated to keep studying at a time like this. The way you're always pushing each other to improve is really cool, too. I suppose we do have something of a friendly rivalry going on. Yeah, I guess so. A lot of these modifications came together because of different contributions from both of us. You make a great team, that's for sure. Keep up the good work, girls. We'll try not to disappoint. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. Good work, everyone. I must say, I hadn't anticipated the barrier, and now the second rivalry awaits you. Every time I see you and the others, it gets me thinking. Even if we propose that the Great Twilight was a fate we could not escape from, it does not mean our roles in all this couldn't have had slight fluctuations. If I had been selected as the Vermilion Awakener, for example, perhaps neither you nor Cedric would have had... Aww. I gotta save that. Neither you nor Cedric would have had to shoulder such heavy burdens. Prince Oliver. I know that no good can come from dredging up old regrets, and yet... No, I appreciate the way you're feeling. But you don't need to think like that. Without you, we wouldn't have stood a chance. All we feel is gratitude towards you. I believe I'm the one who should be expressing such thoughts. In any case, seeing as I've managed to stay alive, I'll be supporting you all with everything I have. Be careful when you challenge a second rivalry. Please come back safely. Yes, we definitely will. Oliver really has, like... I mean, I was gonna say he's come a long way, but he was always he always had a good head on his shoulders, even back when we first met him in Libero. Obviously, the whole Olivier Lenheim thing was mostly an act to hide what he was really there for, but I do genuinely believe all the relationships he's made over all these games were genuine. Okay, so now we just have that. Alright, let's see who's hanging out where. What do we got back here? Duvalie and Sarah playing chess. Hi, Duvalie, Instructor Sarah, playing a round of chess, huh? Since when do you play chess, Instructor? Surprise, my dad taught me when I was little. Of course I'm no expert. I wouldn't stand a chance against you, let alone someone like Machias. Apparently Duvalie learned the game from the Steel Maiden. I guess that makes sense. Oh dear. You just took one peek at the board. That doesn't mean you know anything about me. Then let me make one thing clear. My Lord Arianrond is a masterful chess player. If I come up short, that's entirely due to my own poor learning skills. It's no reflection on her teaching, understand? Sure, I didn't mean to offend. I forget if we already have Vantage Bat. Okay. Oh, okay. You know, all this chess has got me in the mood for a round of Vantage Masters. So the bugs caught you too, huh? Yeah, most of Class 7 got up in the game, so I ended up getting into it as well. We'll play a few rounds when we have the time. Definitely. Alright, let's move down. Well, this is a interesting... I mean, they're both Class 7, but it's still an interesting duo. We're already up to the second rivalry. I guess Rufus is going to get his turn sooner or later. Rufus is the Oryx Knight's Awakener, huh? That thing's got some top-of-the-line specs, even by Divine Knight standards. It's got the potential to be a real pain in our ass. Is that so? The Ebon Knight aside, it makes sense that the strongest Divine Knights would be colored gold and silver, I suppose. Yeah, that's what Ordine told me, anyhow. You can't rule out the skill of the Awakeners. Rufus is a master of court fencing. Then you have the battle-hardened Jaeger King. Yeah, Zephyr's got a reputation for being one of the toughest Jaeger Corps around. Their fighting styles may be different, but he could probably go toe-to-toe with the Steel Maiden any day. Probably, yeah. Sheesh, it's only the second round. Things are ramping up already. We haven't exactly had the time to ease into things up until now. We've just got to face every new challenge as best we can. No backing down. Well, enjoy yourselves while you have the time. May as well. The barrier's been lifted. Now it's time for the rivalry at the Draco Shrine. Might be a good idea to soak up and wash before our battle with the Jaeger King. So I assume he's not going to be the only one who ends up in here. Oh, Instructor. Ah, it's you. Barrett Nash, already done with your preparations? Yes, we thought we'd take one last soak, though we don't have too much time. You have to be a quick one, though. Oh, hey, you guys too, huh? Randy, I'm guessing? Oh, and Oliver. Your Highness, and Randy too. What the hell? How'd we all end up here? Then we... Just relax, please. There's no need to maintain appearances here, alright? We should be able to fit 5 people in here, so let's hurry and get to it. You got it. I mean, Reen and Randy have already taken, you know, a bath together. I asked Professor Russell, and he specifically included it for me. That was the right call, was it not, Reen? Haha, I figured as much. So Tita's grandpa, huh? Seems like a funny dude, doesn't he? He's a delightful elder who deserves the utmost respect. His daughter Erica can be rather intense, however. Right, and she's holding quite the grudge against Shigate. I hear Tita's old man is just about the most mild-mannered guy on the continent, but even he can kick some ass when he needs to. Oh, well, yeah, because we did learn Tita's father used to be a bracer until he had that injury. That's right, Agate must be going through a tough time. His general demeanor is enviable. His misfortunes balance that out, at least. Yeah, it's gotta be rough. So do you think they're... You're asking the wrong person, Randy. Change the topic, but dude, is your eye okay? I've heard it isn't good to stay in the water too long with that sort of injury. No need to fret, the worst of it is behind me. I've even received clearance to indulge in drink, should I so wish. Be a shame if I couldn't enjoy a nice drink in the bath with my beloved Shara, after all. It's probably not a good idea to drink in the bath, Your Highness. Yes, my brother would agree. Dude, it's gotta be great to be able to share a bath with a babe like Shara. So chic, elegant, and lithe, I really envy you, man. Is that right? Speaking of which, it seems like you're growing rather close to a gorgeous someone yourself, Randy. Nah, we're just former colleagues, that's all. BS. You lovebirds are all happy these days, ain't ya? Huh? Ash and I will remain vigilant and bettering ourselves in the meantime. Cart getting real smug. Rain wondering how he got looped into that group. Laura, huh? Are you sure about this feat? Shouldn't you be conserving your strength? It's fine, I need to get some exercise or I won't be able to relax. That's great and all, but don't go too nuts. I know, I don't plan on carrying any exhaustion into my fight with the boss. How about some training with the Sleipnir units then? That could work. That hardly counts as light exercise, but I guess it's just right for feet right now. Just let me know when you're planning on getting started. I want to sit and make sure neither of you overdo it. Okay. Very well. The Draco Sanctuary isn't a challenge you can afford to take lightly. But I suppose it's nothing new for us, is it? Make sure you're fully prepared before you set out. Thanks, Laura. More worried about Fee than anybody else. I always thought God Sharon serving you tea again already. We agreed this could be her penance for making us all worry so much. No one can bring out this flavor like you, Sharon. I've missed you. I'm always pleased to be of assistance. Would you care for a cup too, Reem? The leaves are harvested in summer to give the tea a smooth, full-bodied flavor. Sounds good, but I'll pass. I figure you two could use some time to get reacquainted. Take good care of Alisa, Sharon. Always. I'm not really as delicate as you all seem to think I am. All the same, thank you, Reem. Oh, hey, they're doing a little tea ceremony in here. That's nice. What used to be here, though? Something had to have gotten... Were there just tables over here before? I can't recall what was actually here. Oh, wow. Looks like Tea Ceremony Club's back together. But where'd you get the tatami mats? We brought them over from the club room back at the branch campus. They would have gone to waste just sitting in storage. So we took the liberty of picking them up during our last mission. How resourceful of you. I still feel bad Kyrie doesn't have an outfit. Would you like to join us, instructor? I appreciate the invitation, and it does look like a lot of fun. But I'm sure you guys have a lot of catching up to do. I don't want to get in the way. Shame. Perhaps another time, then. Alright. Second floor. Of course, we'll check out the deck while we're here. I'm sure Vivi's got to be around somewhere. But we got a lot of people in here. Lucky for us, the military hasn't placed too many restrictions on music broadcasts. With them shutting down entertainment programs left and right, this is our best option for giving the citizens a little courage. When you put it that way, how can I refuse? Where are we doing the recording? Radio Trista? Yeah, Director Michael gave us the okay, so we can use the studio whenever we want. There was one other thing. I've been looking for someone to compose a new theme for my radio drama. What do you say, Elliot? I want the special we've got coming up to feel really like something new. Ah, so that's what this is all about. Sure, why not? I can see how serious you are about this. You're the best, Elliot. Monk really does know how to work people. Still, can't wait to find out what kind of theme song Elliot comes up with. This radio special is shaping up to be pretty, special. Is that the uniform you were wearing while you were helping out at St. Ursula, Valerie? I hadn't seen it before. It really suits you. Doesn't really matter if it suits me or not. It really does though, Valerie, but maybe that's because of how well you suit the job. You're always such a big help and have such a great eye for detail. Well, she's an excellent observer, so it only makes sense. Proud of you, Valerie. You've really come into your own. Thanks, I guess. Oh, Lord. So, Tatiana, what do you think? Why is she down like that? Which is the dominant force on a clock face? The hour hand or the minute? What is happening here? The minute hand. Let me think. Well, the minute hand moves a lot faster. It's the one turning the hour hand, so maybe that's the one in charge. A fine answer, but the way I see it, it's the other way around. The hour hand mostly stays put. It lets the minute hand wear itself out, chasing after the brief moment when they touch. Oh, okay, this is what it's turning into. It may look docile, but deep down inside, it's a vicious little tease. Wow, I never thought of it like that. What the hell kind of conversation did I just stumble into? That's a very good question. Oh, and he's here. Reading alone, Ash? Finding it a bit tough to join in on Dorothy and Tatiana's conversation, despite being in the literature club yourself, I take it. I don't know. What's it look like to you, wise guy? Anytime I bring up a book, they start going on about how I don't look the type or some shit, and then Dorothy ends up pinching her nose. Sheesh, kind of makes me think it might be better if she just passed out from all the blood loss. I see, in that case, maybe you should just keep your distance for now, for everyone's safety. Oh, well. What is happening here? Thanks again, Altina. Don't mention it. What's all this about? I've been trying to set something up so I can do a feature on the Imperial Army. The PR manager's not too hot on the idea, though. 2 minutes into any interview and he shuts me right down. But there's a way to get around everything, and who better to ask for advice than our resident former Intelligence Division agent? So basically, you've been getting Altina to dig up dirt on the PR officer? I prefer to think of it as creative research. I no longer have access to the Intelligence Division's database, but I was able to find something in the archives that could help. And in return, Vivi got me this hot cocoa. Vivi, please don't corrupt my students. We can only hope. Machias and Wayne, huh? How to get over a wall in your training, huh? Well, one way is to just forget about it for a while. Taking a break can give you a new perspective on things. A break? Right, even I set aside some time to read or play chess or drink some coffee now and then. It can really help. Let's see, I know you're in the swimming club, but do you have any other interests outside that? Apart from training and club activities, you mean? Soliciting donations and worthy causes, perhaps? I mean, that's an excellent use of your time, but I was thinking more like a hobby, something you do to relax. First Sydney, now Wayne. There must be something about Machias that makes people go to him for advice. Who would have thought that the hot-headed know-it-all I met way back when would someday become such a great mentor? That's a fair thing to say. This is a very interesting... I mean, obviously Randy and Yuna, but talking to Gaius? Hey guys, how's it going in here? Are they Wazi? Maybe? Just talking about a shared acquaintance of ours. Father Wazi, one of my fellow Dominions. Oh yeah, he works with the SSS sometimes, right? We only found out about Wazi being a Dominion during the Crossbell incident. It's hard to think of him as Father Wazi, to be honest. I would have to agree. Did anyone even call him that? To me, he'll always be the gang leader of the Testaments. You gotta admit, though, he always had that air of mystery to him. Just when you thought he was in the middle of a gang war, you'd find him in a back alley bar pouring drinks for women. Sounds like a real character. He hides it well, that's all I can say. Whenever I saw him in Arteria, he always acted like a model citizen. I beg your pardon? Is this the Wazi we know? I mean, I figured that had to be the shared acquaintance. Oh, geez, then again. And you're really Margarita? Of course, who would go through the trouble of impersonating me? Fair. I may have slimmed down a little, but my inner beauty still shines through, don't you think? It's more dazzling than ever. Hey, nice work, Margarita. Did you come up with another new diet food? Indeed, though it tears one's stomach up with such ferocity, I honestly couldn't recommend it to the average layperson. But you should be fine, Freddy. You're a cultured enough palate that it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, cool. I'd love to try it sometime. But there'd be nothing left of you but skin and bones. Sandy, don't take it so literally. Margarita and Freddy together, a guaranteed recipe for chaos. Things have really changed. Our days in the tennis club feel like a lifetime away. Yeah, I don't think I picked up my racket for at least a month. Did you get a chance to go swimming in Ortis, Leo? I took a couple dips, yeah. But I gotta admit, even with the ocean, I kind of miss a school pool. No waves, no buoyancy, and there's that smell of chlorine in the water. Everything's worse, but that smell has some charm, you know? I very much do. Right, going swimming's not the same unless you get that smell. Wait, so she just went swimming in the ocean? Things have been kind of blah lately. I feel like we're wasting our youth. Kurt, you gonna get a girlfriend anytime soon or what? Maybe Sully. Sully seemed to be enamored with him. Or what is a good question. Don't you think we have more important things to worry about right now? Dude, you'll never get any action if you let stuff like that bother you. In fact, now's a better time than ever. I mean, really. Love burns stronger in the face of adversity, man. Get a clue. Just look at Ash. He and Tatiana are doing great. They're not letting the end of the world get to them. Can't believe I'm still single. At least if you were a girl, I could fool people into thinking we were a couple. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Besides, if I were a girl, I doubt I would put up with you long enough for us to spend any time together. It's weird to see Sydney looking so downhearted. Yep, that's everyone in here. Helping out at Becky's shop, Stark? We'll be working with her a lot, but are you getting a lot out of it? Yes, absolutely, I'm learning so much. Becky's network has provided us with massive assistance during all this. I see. But you know, if we're talking about networks, you've got a lot of connections too. Thanks, but any connections I've got on the Jurai side is entirely thanks to my family. Looking back on it, I'm very glad I built connections with so many independent businesses during our field exercises. So instructor, since you're here and all, how about picking up a little something for later? Like Becky always says, you can only spell Zemuria without Mira. I mean, that's true. I recommend you keep it flowing by contributing to our operations here on the Courageous 2. You're quite the businessman yourself. Alright, here's the stuff you ordered. So that's a gangster Mishy, sister Mishy, and jail time Mishy. Everything looks all... What are we selling here? Hell yeah, they're finally here. I'm glad I could snap up all the limited merch before it disappeared. But it kind of makes me wish I could get them at the plushie stores in Leeds like I used to. Oh, this sucks. Even you can act your age sometimes, huh? Now's my chance to get in good with 9 Volley. You know, I could get you more of these if you're interested. I got a whole handy business network. Imagine it's just as good as those underground routes of yours. For real? You do that for me? Well, I could really use some Kagemaru merch, like the Kagemaru dagger and the Kagemaru shuriken. Thing is, they never ship to the Empire, so they'd go for a small fortune at the auctions. Good luck tracking them down. You could have picked something a wee bit easier. Becky and Jingo really are cut from the same cloth. Alright, let's see if anyone's hanging out on the deck before we go check the first floor, and then we'll head to the shrine. Emma and Celine. Irene, so we're finally headed to the next rivalry. Try not to overthink it, just face it head on like last time. I recommend staying up here on the deck for a while. The fresh air is rather invigorating. That's true, maybe it'll help clear my head a little. Human technology has really come a long way. To think they managed to make something this big fly so fast. I've heard during the Middle Ages, witches traveled using artifacts that look like the modern broomstick. Yes, the generic witches. Flying like that used up a lot of mana too. I want, if only they could see us now. Witches on brooms, huh? So that's part of old fairy tales is true. Kinda wish I could see that. Let's go find us a broomstick, hand it to Emma. Alright, yeah, looks like there's no one here. How many people we got in here? Alright, I forgot Schmidt's on board now. The next generation engine from ZCF seems to be running without issue. And there seems to be no compatibility issues with the mainframe RF design with my careful consultation. However, because it was cobbled together so quickly, I already see maintainability issues. Right, Mint, Pablo, and I have been doing our best to keep the system working. Professor, maybe now that you're here, could you... I hope you're not about to ask me to do your work for you. The problem of maintainability has piqued my interest, but I'll have nothing to do with anything beyond that. And as we work, you may want to task your friends in military finance with writing up a manual. I'm on it. You really do think of everything, Professor Schmidt. Yeah, and you're always looking out for everyone, too. Don't get the wrong idea. The advice I give is founded on logic, nothing more. Now, if you have time to talk, you have time to work. Get to it. Of course, right away. As for you, young man, I think we can dispense with any pleasantries. Time is precious to me. I don't have the luxury on wasting it in conversation. Alright, I'll get out of your hair. Schmidt is always going to be Schmidt. Alright, we'll talk to these three. Or do they paint? Are they painting something? No, it's water. Is it water or paint? Guess we're gonna find out. Oh, it is water. Alright guys, time to get Operation Divine Knight / Panzer Soldat Scrub Down underway. I'll take care of Val and Orty. Gustav, you take Draki and Heck. Pablo, you've got Kess and Gelly. Of course, Miss Mint. Gelly? Oh, the Spiegel? I thought you named that one Speepers. I did, but it really wasn't working for me, so I changed it to Gelly. Nay bother. For all her foibles, Mint really does get along with these students. Alright, Ordine, how you doing? The Meister is quite the interesting one. Not many would suggest hand-washing us. I know what you mean, but Valmar really seemed to appreciate it. He said it made him feel lighter, both physically and in spirit. In that case, I'm looking forward to it. It's so weird for us to just be casually talking with Ordine here. Next up is the second rivalry, finally. Valmar, Milliam, I'm gonna need your help again. And then we got both of the orbital gears here. Alright, I guess we'll get ready to head out then. So let's head back to the bridge and get started. Let me I want to double check something, just for my sake of mind. Yeah, we have the first 8. So the 9th one is going to be tomorrow, so after this rivalry. And then the final one will be on the 1st, on the day of the war. So that way I'll make sure I have them all. Alright, let's do this. Let me just double check, make sure there's nothing else in here. Alright, we're good. Alright, Prince, we're good to go. Right, these 5 are required. I want to bring... Oh, this is who I was bringing anyway, right? Yeah, this was the group I wanted to go with. Don't be making a mess over here. Is there anywhere in Hamel for... Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anywhere for us to really land? Wow, this flow of mana is incredible. Yeah, and take a look at where it's coming from. Hamel, huh? Never been there before. Let's get this over with. Judging from where the light is, it must be right in the middle of the place. Don't rush in, keep your guard up. Oh wow, yeah, we're at the end of this area. Well, let's do it. Oh wow, it's really where Leve's grave is. Right next to it, where his sword is. At least it didn't destroy it. Do you feel that? Yeah, it's like the air's buzzing with electricity. Rivalry spot? Alright. At least they didn't screw with the memorial stone. Come on, let's do this. Yeah, we're going in. "34 residents of Hamel fell victim to a terrible tragedy. May they rest in peace." A sword is stuck in the ground in front of the memorial. Yep, that's the Kernvitter, right? Yeah, that was Leve's blade. I still really wish Joshua would use it. I mean, it's a good size for Joshua to use, but maybe someday. Alright, let's head in and get started. Different environment, but still same layout. Draco Sanctuary. So this is the Draco Sanctuary, huh? It appears similar to the Luna Sanctuary at first glance. Its aura, however, differs completely. All because of the coming rivalry, no doubt. Though we probably need to set the stage here as well, just the same as before. Yeah, seems like it. I kind of doubt old Rutger is the only one waiting for us in here. Yeah, he probably brought the rest of the squad too. Either way, it doesn't change what I'm here to do. Zeno and Leo and the boss all helped to raise me. It's up to me to confront them. We'll make sure that you do, Fee. Alright team, it's time we started our investigation. Stand your toes, there's no telling what this second rivalry might hold in store. Understood. Oh, wow, this feels a lot bigger. I mean, it might just look that way at first glance. Yeah, I mean, there's only one zone for us to get through anyway. I'm not gonna skip every fight. Just wanted to kind of get moving a little bit. Oh, I didn't even realize. I wonder if you can go back in these. I feel like you have to be able to.
しかしすげえ空だね。ああ、まるで竜の息吹のようだ。
そして団長たちが吹かせる西風の陶器。
I said this before, but this kind of feels like, you know, in Azure, where everyone's different space was different. Same thing with all the rivalries.
行くよ。崩れた。行こっか、リン。分かった。俺の番だな。
今だ。
いただき。
行くぜ。裁きを。
ファイヤ
行くぞ。そこだ。逃さん。
開始。私の番だね。行くよ。
任せてくれ。なれ。今だ。頼んだクロ。
任せな。俺の番だな。食らいやがれ。そこだ。ガイス合わせろ。
ああ。
Right, he's still frozen.
行くよ。うん。任せて。はっ。
やらせん。
開始。
任せてくれ。崩れたぞ。
気ありだぜ。俺の番だな。見たか。
まだまだこれからだ。
やったね。
ま、こんなもんだろ。
Quick Bostel.
お宝ミッケ。
そこだ。
Alright, what's this way?
おや、宝箱があるな。
White Knight Garment. Probably honestly could have just done a normal attack for that guy.
強敵か。面白い。
せや。
Oh, so we're about to be at the... So the first enemy is gonna be right up here. What does this do? There's no reaction. Well, I feel like it's probably, yeah, it doesn't look like this leads to the next area. It probably just opens another section. Alright. Well, let's go up here then. We'll handle whoever's way. It's probably going to be either Zeno or Leo up here. Well, let me actually see. So we've got one over here. Wait, where am I? I'm so lost. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, maybe it is just the two of them then. And then it leads us to the altar. Alright. Yep, here's Zeno.
Yo, P. シュバルサーも来たみたいな。
待ち伏せ。
はは、待ちくたびれたで。遅かったやないか。
ゼノ。
やはりあんたたちも来ていたか。
Trap Master Zeno. One of Zephyr's peskier commanders, I'd say. Great, guy's got Trap Master right in his name and we still fall for it. Ah, come on, relax. I ain't turning this place into a minefield anytime soon. Wouldn't want to spoil the stage before blowing it to pieces, yeah? So we were right then. You're here to help set the stage for the next rivalry. Yep, gotta make sure the boss gets his time in the limelight. Besides, it's our fault for waking him up from the big sleep in the first place. I knew it. Bet he was more shocked than angry about it, huh? Ha! You nailed it. He was all, can't even stay dead without my grown-ass kids mucking things up for me, can I? But you know, it's not like we could have just turned down the chief guy's offer. 10 years ago, a hitman was sent to snuff the boss out. He disarmed him in one go, inviting him out for drinks in the same breath. Crazy, huh? After that, he tracked down the guy who hired the assassin and razed their whole organization to the ground. As for the assassin, the boss took him under his wing. Oh, this is him. Wow. Treated him just like family. That's the kind of guy he is to me. Not just a leader, but the father I never had. I see. He was like that for you and Leo, and everyone else in Zephyr too. And you know more than anyone how much he means to me.
押し通らせてもらうよ、ゼノ。大切な家族として団長のもとにたどり着くために。
ほんま大きくなったな。
Here we go.
ほんならこっちも全力で行くで。居殺されたくなけりゃ全力で来いや。P シバルサ。はは。せいぜい気張りや。こいつはえぐいで。
Here we go.
任せて。排除する。
およ。こいつはどうだ。動くな。行くぞ。2の方、早く。崩れた。ここだ。
や。
はっ。
や。
ほいっと。もう一つおまけや。
開始。
I mean, they're all S weapons, I know this, but his weapon is a lot like Randy's. I think Randy's is bigger, though.
行くよ。
任せてくれ。ない。今だ。
気ありだぜ。
やらせん。くらえや。
甘いよ。行こっか。せーの。やっ。
Fire!
俺の番だな。ほらよ、タッチだ。
任せろ。
Come on, former Red Constellation.
これで終わりだ。おもろなってきたわ。行くぞ。大光が。
No moving for you next time.
うなれ。うおー。螺旋崩れた。
いただき。私の番だね。
行くぞ。突撃陣。烈火。
任せて。行くよ。やっ。行こっか。せやっ。
ゾウ玉に来たで。
There he goes.
おうよ。これで終わりだ。俺の番だ。ない。今だ。続いてくれ。おっしゃ
行こっか。はっ。やっ。
行くぞ。 螺旋撃やらせん。ほな行くで。
Here it comes.
どれにしよう。決めた。まだまだ行くで。これでしまいや。ジェノサイドレイン。
行こっか。
Oh, it didn't hit Randy. Nice.
せーの。やっはあとどめ。
おうよ。これで終わりだ。食らえ。マジか。
俺の番だ。
It's over.
ない。崩れたぞ。とどめ。降参や。ガイウスはよし掴んだ。
やったね。
こんなもん。
まだまだこれからだ。
やっ
ここまでやるようになってたとはな。あとは頼んだでフィー。しばらく私もどうかあの人に最後まで突きを立ってくれや。
任された。
フィーと一緒に必ず。たくさすが西風の連隊長か。
細マッチョだと思ったが、ここまでやりやがるとはな。
Let's say the same about you. Oh, I get it. So if you didn't grab that chest beforehand, you're screwed. Oh no, you can probably use the button. The mechanism seems to have moved. We'll probably need to unlock with on the other side too. Okay, let's go. Alright, we're gonna heal up and then that's gonna be it. So next time we'll continue on with the Draco Shrine. Obviously we still have Leonidas to deal with. Leonidas the Behemoth, I think is his title. And then once we deal with him, we'll be able to cross that bridge. Oh wait, maybe there is gonna be a third fight. Looks like there's a giant plateau up there besides just leading to the end. So I do wonder if there's going to be more than 2 fights, but who else would be here? I said before maybe Shirley, but that wouldn't really make much sense. Why would she be helping out Zephyr? Like, even if they are working on the same side? It would have been so cool. It's not going to happen. I'll just spoil and say that. It would have been so cool if Garcia was here. Like, Garcia just shows up, you know, returns to Zephyr for this one specific thing. That would have been so funny. Alright, but that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.